Teacher talk and sports, what it is, what it do, how we live. And sometimes we see a athlete with a player option in their contract, which is beyond obvious that they're going to accept or decline. Same goes for team options where you know right away whether the team is going to accept or decline it. Well, one of the most obvious decisions to opt into a contract occurred yesterday, and it's via Javier Baez of the Detroit Tigers. This is via Fan Nation. Shortstop Javier Baez opts into final 4 years of massive contract with Detroit Tigers. The Detroit Tigers are now on the hook to pay Javier Baez $98 million over the next 4 seasons after the former All-Star elected not to opt out of his mega deal. Was becoming one of the game's big stars with the Chicago Cubs, was even on the cover of MLB The Show 20. The Mets decided to acquire him even though he didn't have any years remaining on his contract. It was in his last year, and gave up one of the top prospects in Pete Crow Armstrong. Well, he moved on to the Detroit Tigers via a 6-year, $140 million deal. He's played 2 seasons on it and has struggled for sure. As you see, at the time, coming off 2 All-Star appearances, a Gold Glove, a Silver Slugger, and a NL MVP runner-up in 8 years with the Cubs, as well as a successful post-deadline stint with the New York Mets. If we take a look at Javi Baez's stats, so this past season was worth just .7 WAR. Batted .222, didn't even reach double digits in homers, 9. 12 stolen bases, okay, but a .267 on base, .325 slugging, .593 OPS, a 62 OPS plus. Ouch. I mean, at least in 2022, he had OPS plus a 91 with 17 homers. But he's a guy, a free swinger. He's not going to walk at all. So if he's not hitting for average, he is not really being very productive. I mean, he was worth at least 2.6 for his first season with the Tigers. But again, just .7 last year. One of the game's worst offensive players. So again, no surprise that he decided to opt in. Other news: ESPN, Shohei Ohtani among 7 to receive qualifying offer. 7 of MLB's most highly sought free agents were extended qualifying offers ahead of Monday's deadline. Other than Shohei Ohtani, players included Aaron Nola, Blake Snell, Sonny Gray, Matt Chapman, Josh Hader, and Cody Bellinger. Qualifying offers currently valued at $20.325 million. Players have until 4 p.m. Eastern Time on November 14th to decide whether to return to their prior teams on a 1-year deal for the value of the qualifying offer or venture into the free agent market. So teams that sign free agents who rejected the qualifying offer also must also give up draft pick compensation and might also lose international bonus pool money, a circumstance that has had little to no impact on the top free agents but has limited the market for middle tier players in the past. So I think it's pretty safe to say that none of those 7 were going to accept the qualifying offer. It used to be very rare where players would accept the qualifying offer, but last year we did see 2 players take it. It was for less than $20.325 million, but starting pitcher Martin Perez and outfielder Jock Peterson did accept the qualifying offer. But again, it's pretty much a sure thing that all 7 of these guys are looking for multi-year deals. So what are your thoughts on Javier Baez opting in? I mean, duh. Of course he was going to. Is there any chance of him rebounding to become close to the player he was with the Chicago Cubs? Tigers have Eduardo Rodriguez also as a free agent, as he opted out of his deal. Did trade for Mark Canha, a decent outfield bat. So, trying to eventually get into the playoff hunt. And of course, a lot of that would entail Javier Baez to become an all-star level type player again. Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe, like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.